I genuinely had no idea that this object existed until very recently, and Lovestruck has been out for a long time now. It's kind of just like a thing, and maybe that's why I haven't really ever used it before. There's less incentive and like motivation to use stuff that isn't regular furniture pieces. Like, of course I'm gonna use every couch and bed and kitchen counter they offer me, but when you get things like this, stuff that goes in the sculpture category, a lot of this I don't really ever gravitate towards because it's just very specific, you know, like this is an airplane wing, or even like this is like a barrier. They're neat objects, but they are so specific that it's kind of hard to put them in a normal regular build, especially for me as a person who likes to build like blue Suburbans and cottages. Like this wall divider just doesn't really fit my normal style choices, but it's kind of cool. I like that it's got the lights on it. It's called the Constant Motion Wall Divider, and I thought it might be kind of interesting for us today to maybe try and use this as inspo for a whole build. I kind of think they made this as part of the gym set in Lovestruck, so it's supposed to kind of match that vibe. But there's also just in general a lot of nice gym things from Lovestruck, so what if we built a gym today? We can use the big mirror, even like these lights, and this thing's kind of nice. There's a gym sign. So with all this stuff together, I feel like we could really pull something off, and it can be really fun and colorful too, because there's lots of pink accents. There's like some kind of funky neon things. I don't know. I think this could be an interesting choice for us. Oh, what if we made it a pink gym? I don't think I've ever made a pink gym in this game. With the pastel pinks? Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm gonna do that. Let me go to Manage Worlds. Where do I want to put it? Part of me is kind of thinking like Oasis Springs, but I don't want it to be this big. We could ditch the Futures Past Museum and build it over there. I haven't really thought about the exterior that much. I guess we can kind of just mess around and see how we feel. There's no harm in bulldozing if we change our minds, you know? So all you gotta do is start, and then we can figure it out from there. We should probably build a museum at some point soon too, to replace this, but that's not today. I'm not in the mood for that right now. I'm here to make a gym. I think I might use a few packs too, because I kind of want to put in yoga stuff from Spa Day. I'm interested in maybe having some of the special new gym equipment from Adventure Awaits, and I might even add in basketball from City Living if we can fit it, but I can't remember if the basketball stuff has any pink at all, so I might change my mind. It kind of depends. We'll see. I kind of want to do something like a little bit funky. I'm wondering about having like some kind of fancy walls. I wonder if the lights will fit in this. Let's try that first. I know this looks really weird. This is going to be the definition of a trust the process kind of build. Lovestruck. There's like that cool wall thing I was just looking at. This. Oh, really? I want them to line up. I mean, you can alt place them to line up. It's just kind of annoying, but it can be done. It's like fitting so weird. Oh, it's just like ever so slightly off. What happens if you size it up? Honestly, it's not that bad. That's better than I thought it would be. I think that's kind of random though. I was picturing when I was saying this before, oh, we should put the sign right in the middle. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'll do this a little bit differently then. But when I was thinking about this before, I kind of had like a vision of there being some paneling. I was thinking like vertical paneling. So we might have to bring out like City Living or something, you know? I think I want it to be smaller. This has some interest, I would say. We could also have it be a little bit lofted maybe, which might be kind of cool. Should it be on a 3 tile wide section? I feel like it's always better if you make it a little bit smaller, at least in my experience. That is what I have found. I think I might have this part be only 1 story. This is gonna be where the actual entrance goes, and I think that would be kind of nice. Oh, should we have a pool? Uh-oh, I kind of want one now. That's bad. We can have this be kind of a weird shape. Should we get some more of these like fancy bits? I'm gonna make those look cool. Just trust me on that. It's gonna be fine in the end. I mean, we could extend it out like this kind of far, and then we could have the basketball court in the back. It doesn't have to be a pool. It's gonna be a different fence than this, but I'm just gonna put that there so I can have the loft that I want. That does look pretty good. Okay, so we have to figure out a place to have bathrooms and all of the gym equipment that we desire inside of this space. And I need to make this part look less weird. Oh, maybe maybe. No, wait, I like it better like this here. Never mind, sorry. I was gonna say maybe we could have that part be like over this way, but I changed my mind. I'm thinking this would be a lot of glass. I think that there's probably not gonna be any windows on this part. I might do the windows on the sides only. Oh, it's eco lifestyle, not City Living that I'm looking for. I don't know what color it should be. Part of me's thinking it should just be like white because that'll match the windows. Go in the right place. Also, this needs to be pink. Should we do it with like the green and pink? You can hardly even tell that it is. But that would be good for it to have a little bit of an accent color. Okay, should there be more of this? That is like the age-old question. I don't really want to fill it all in with that. I don't really like it. Okay, and then windows. I think I want to use businesses and hobbies. I'm sorry, this is gonna become like so many packs. But it's okay, it's worth it because it's for science, you know? I think I'm actually gonna do it like this. I don't really know how I want these windows to look. I think it would be okay if there isn't really that many over there. Like, to me, there's something about that that's like kind of cool. Actually, these probably shouldn't be here because I was thinking I would put a pretty big platform, honestly, on this part. 1, 2, maybe 3 high. I want them to be like similar in scale. Do we put, I guess, like a small platform above that and above the weird bump outs? And then you probably want to have a small, should it go up to there? This is gonna be the entrance. Maybe I don't really want it to be that much of a platform. Wait, maybe we can have like one of these. Do you fit? This thing, unfortunately, oh, I saw it go to the right place for a second there. This thing, unfortunately, is not pink, and it will never be pink. But I guess if the whole place is like kind of pink and kind of blue, maybe that's cool vibes. Because I think that looks nice. Maybe the whole thing needs filled in. Yeah, like you probably don't want grass, right? Maybe this expands over a little bit further as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like right there. Okay, maybe there could be a bunch of windows right here. Well, let me think about the door first. We want something kind of cool and kind of modern. Probably not just like a sliding door though. I've always liked this. That's businesses and hobbies. I hope it's not like too many squares. I think it's okay, but it just kind of makes you wonder, you know? I kind of worry, like, what if it's too big? What if there's too much detail? Does it need to be more glass? Some of these are so little. Like, that's no good. I don't want that one. This one's adventure awaits, but then there's like not enough glass. I guess there's also eco lifestyle, but that has the light color, which I don't want, like light wood. I want it to be white. Oh, you know what? Adventure awaits door. That's what it needs. I think that we could probably stick to it being kind of small. I figure maybe we could have like some landscaping in this part that will, oh, maybe it goes big. Oh yeah, that'll be really good. Imagine that's grass though, not just dirt, because we want to have more texture. That's cool. Okay, should it be 3 tiles wide though? Probably, so it's even. Okay, and this can maybe go like more here, so it's kind of central to the building. Feeling kind of unsure about this. Maybe I do need a different door. Now I'm wondering about like the businesses and hobbies glass doors. It's simpler, but you know what? It does look better, I think. I feel like that's kind of what it needs. Dang. Okay, let's make sure we have our little overhang on this side because we'll do like the exact same thing basically. I'll make sure I get my little things in here. Those are kind of interesting and fancy. I can't decide if I want this part to have an actual wall or not. I'm kind of feeling no. I will do some little windows though. I was thinking about these businesses and hobbies ones. Maybe that could be over where the stairs go. Or well, maybe not. Maybe it's just open. It looks kind of cool. So there's some additional natural light inside of this space. Okay, in the back, we need to figure out a solution for the back. I'm kind of thinking that there could be, I mean, this could end up being like the bathroom and the showers. We can change the scale of it, pending. It's kind of a weird shape though, isn't it? How does the basketball court fit? Oh, not well. It would be like this, right? For the half court. I always forget the direction it goes. I need to look up basketball court. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, that's so embarrassing of me, but I'm just being honest. I didn't know. Well, you can maybe have the darker color there. This part can be, oh, I forgot that the hoop comes in pink. Oh, maybe we could do the hoop in pink. That could be nice. Okay, so there can be some seating over here. And then if our bathroom needs to be bigger, it could be, which I guess would also be kind of nice. We should probably try and figure out the toilets and the showers like right now, because that would make this easier. Well, it can be bigger like this direction if it needs to be. This is hard. Well, we could do like 3 toilets. There could be a line of showers down this way. And then maybe the sinks could go, I mean, they could just be along this wall and we'll have a door right there. That might be fine. Okay, I don't know. We'll figure that out. How many tiles is that? 3? Okay, I think I'm gonna scoot it in 1 more. I think it can be a little bit smaller. Okay, so there's probably gonna wanna be another window on that side. No window on this side though. We're skipping that. And this part will just be like a 1 high area. I think I'm gonna put some kind of long, oh, maybe it should be back here. Ooh, what if the whole, oh no, that won't work because it's partially into the bathroom. Never mind. I was gonna say we could have like a, some kind of skylight right there, but I don't think that works. It would be nice though, wouldn't it? Where can I put my skylight? Up to that point? I don't know. Maybe it just needs to be small and be like, right, no. How big does this become? Will it even fit if I wanted it like this? Because I could readjust the bathroom. Like that's not really a problem. Oh, this would work. Oh, I just think it looks so cool when you do stuff like this. And we can make it smaller. Maybe it could be smaller this way too. Oh, what if we, oh, you know what? We could maybe do more than one. Oh, this could be kind of cool. Okay, so it needs to be like 2 tiles wide, and we'll just copy paste this over and over into those. I think that looks really interesting, and that's not in the way of anything, so that's perfect. Okay, let's think floor plan a little bit more seriously now, because we have like a generic idea of it, but we don't actually have a real plan. Oh, the stairs could maybe be in this corner and we can wrap them around. What happens if they're like really wide? Like, oh, can't intersect fences. Come here. Can you become like this? That's cool. We could have had them be floating instead. Oh, I got rid of my stuff. Come back. And they could be like a cool floating staircase too. I kind of like that. I feel like that's an interesting use of the weird corner as well. Okay, so then we'll have a nicer pathway. Let me just start getting some of the workout equipment. So maybe we could have a spin class up here, and we could have like the instructor bike and some regular bikes. They can technically get up here still, so this would be okay. That's kind of fun. I have to change the colors of them though, wouldn't I? Ooh, I think they should be further back. Oh, maybe these could just be a little bit closer together. Those shouldn't be in the way of each other, and they can still get around up here. Okay, what color? I guess I'll just be white. We can add in the pink in other ways up here, I think. That covers all of the workout equipment we need, by the way. I do still want to have weights. I know I want to have treadmills. I was thinking I would use this thing, and then I wanted to have, oh, we probably should put some punching bags, huh? Just for fun. And like maybe a yoga mat. We might want to have like a whole yoga room. Uh-oh. I struggle to see how that's gonna work out, but it's fine. You know what else we should get is the object that inspired the whole build. What is that thing called again? It's a divider. There we go. It is this. Ooh, we can fit a couple of those up here pretty nicely if we wanted to use them in the classroom. Maybe I have to scoot everything back again because I feel like I don't want this to be right up against the wall. Yeah, that's better. I think that's kind of interesting, but maybe if we did that, I think I might want it to be here too, like fill in the whole wall. Okay, should we do like a glass fence? I always like this one. This is the glass fence from Get Together, so we could use that around the place. Okay, I think we should probably try and get, I'm thinking like some kind of nice modern wood flooring. If I use this one, is that too much? I think maybe the big panels are actually a bit too much. I kind of feel like it needs to be smaller, but that's Island Living, and I haven't used anything from Island Living yet. Oh, or I mean, just like this one could be good. If we want it to be like a dark wood, I don't think so. Would that be okay? I guess these things will probably become white because I don't really like the, yeah, we'll have to do mostly white and pink, I guess. That works. I'm gonna get some mirrors now. I'm kind of just like throwing to, oh, I forgot these are medium wall height. Oh, I don't really want it to be medium wall height though. Uh-oh. Well, we messed up. That can go right here. I'm actually gonna scoot this over more, I think. So there's like a little bit more of a wall. We're gonna need to get some windows in the entrance probably too. Is there possibly room for us? I don't really want to close this off though. I sort of want it to stay open. Could we do this as the yoga area? Because we could get the yoga instructor's mat too. Stretch away instructor's yoga mat. Oh yeah, you should be the fun color like that. That's good. And then we can do a bunch of actual yoga mats in here. So your Sims can take a yoga class. Should they be closer together? Yeah, I think I'll lay them out like that. They're all facing the same direction. I just don't know if this direction is the right direction, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'm gonna use this really cute wall divider along the back because that fits perfectly back there. Yeah, I think I want it in that color too. There could be mirrors on this wall, sort of in front of them. I wonder if we could have, I'm trying to think like maybe there could be a wall divider in the middle of the room, kind of like this to actually divide up the space a bit more, but then is that weird? I don't know. What if we put it like actually in the middle of the room? Do you think that could be interesting? Because then it's like split in half so we could have different kinds of gym equipment on each side. These classes are taking up all of our space. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm definitely gonna put some of the weights right here. I don't know if I can handle the punching bags or not, but we'll see. Okay, 4 treadmills is probably good. Is it weird to have these like right when you enter the building? I don't know. Can I put them kind of on an angle up against each other? I use the treadmills the most. Maybe it's just not worth it for us to have the spin class. Like maybe we should just have, because I have trouble with those anyway. So maybe it would be better for us to have maybe the yoga class upstairs. Oh, and you know what we could do is put the instructor's mat this way. Why didn't I think of that? But I guess I just say that because I think that it might be nicer for the class stuff to be tucked a little bit more out of the way. And then we can make sure that we have enough space in here to use everything else, you know? I might put the treadmills underneath this then. I kind of like this. Can I still fit 4 of them? That's cool, right? Maybe the bikes could go up against this wall. Who wants to just stare at the divider wall while they're exercising? That's okay. It looks good. It works for me. I think I can put these you don't want them that close together that they're clipping. You want them to be like kind of like this. Okay, let's scoot that one over. So there's 4 of those, 4 treadmills, 4 bikes. We could probably get some more lockers and some more weights somewhere. We could also possibly have like a little front desk situation when you first come in. We should definitely get some vending machines too. Maybe those could be in the entrance so it's easy access. What counter do I wish to use? Color of these is not very good, but unfortunately, I think I might pick this one. That'll be good, right? Also definitely scoot it just a bit more. Do you think that we could get, this is gonna be a little bit weird, but I'm wondering if we could put some of those fancy lights on this counter. We might wanna put a half wall in there, but maybe we could try and place them on the half wall. Like, I don't know, I just think this might be an interesting experiment, I guess. That's too high. That one's too high as well. That's the exact right height. Well, if there's one thing about this build, it's gonna have some wall dividers. Okay. I mean, it's pretty weird, objectively. There's something about that. There's something about the weirdness. It speaks to me. I think this could probably be all white then, the counter, if we want it to be. I might need to bring a sim. Oh, wait. I don't have anything yet, so let me get some of these. Shower wise, should I use the spa day ones? I don't really want to. But we can make our own shower situation if we wanted to do these instead. These do work. That might look better. Can I sink them? Please hold. I'm gonna try again. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll be an interesting bathroom. Let me put some sinks too, just so the game stops being mad. I like the Adventure Awaits ones because they float, but I don't really like them for this. Maybe just these Dream Home Decorator ones are better. So we could just put like 3 of them and the door will be here. Okay, now I can bring us in. I want to change the lighting color. Travel here. Oh, Stanley, you can come. I think it's gonna be nighttime when we get here, but that's okay. Oh, it is, but it's just fine here right now because in the summer in Oasis Springs, nighttime's not so bad. Okay, I want to set color and intensity for all lights to be a more neutral white. And then I want this light to be pink. That's the wrong shade of pink. That's cool, right? I hope so, because I'm doing it. Okay, that's good. Let me get some vending machines and stuff in too. I think we could also probably benefit from having some more windows. Like there aren't really any over here. So maybe we could just give ourselves a couple of them. Well, what if it's just that window? I don't know. I kind of like it like that. Let me get some vending machines. This one is high school years. This one is base game. I don't think, oh, we're already using Snowy Escape though. Oh, so let's use Snowy Escape then. Maybe like the Freezy Treats vending machine. And then the base game one also has like some food type of snacks in it. We can make that a light pink color if we wanted to. And then you might die at the gym, which could be pretty exciting if you ask me. Should they be by the entrance or should they be over here? Maybe they should be over here. Oh, I think I kind of like that better. Because if they're over here, we could have like a little bit of a seating area and let your Sims get some food, you know? Should the weights be along this wall? Are those too tight? Maybe the bikes need to have less. Oh, well, actually, you know what we could do is just move the whole thing over. Sorry, there was somebody on that one and I just was like, too bad. I'm moving it. No, that could be okay though, because it's a little bit further over and everything is still easily walkable. And then there can be a couple of tables and chairs. I still don't have anywhere to put the punching bag, but I mean, we have everything else, so maybe it's okay if we don't have the punching bag this time. Is that gonna make me sad to not have a punching bag? Maybe. Who knows? It's impossible to say. I think I want to get more of these lights. I'm curious to see, like, if I put something under them. And kind of what I'm wondering about is having a counter under them. Because to me, that kind of looks like some sort of fancy, oh, these can go way closer. Sorry to you, Marcus Flex, I know you're using it. But it looks kind of like a fancy table, you know, it just seems like it might be good. Let me alt place that one close together and alt place that one close together. Okay, and then it just goes straight up to where the lights start, and maybe that's interesting. I can also scoot these into the wall a little bit better probably too. Let me see, how far into the wall can you go? To there? Oh, that's all right. Saves you a little bit of extra space, and it looks like an architectural feature. So this light needs to be the pink again. There's also gym posters, I think, from some of these packs. So we might want to look at some of those too. Those are all crimson. Is that right? Okay. Let's make sure we have a couple of lights over here in this corner because I don't want it to be dark. Let's look at posters. So I know that Lovestruck has some. Gotta see how I feel about them. I like this one. This is also pink, so I was kind of thinking about putting mirrors on this wall, but maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just use the Lovestruck posters. Oh, I think this is nice. Or wait, what if we had like the Lovestruck poster but really big? I don't know. I'm not sure. Should we use some of this like interesting vertical paneling too? Oh, maybe it could go in the corner over here. And then we could have the poster here and a little bathroom door next to it. I want it to be a tall bathroom door though now. Should I use this one? Because that's like the correct door, but it's, I guess that doesn't need to have a column on the edge, but it kind of does, doesn't it? Maybe it needs to be smaller. It's just got the frosted glass, which I feel like is realistic for a door in a space like this, right? Well, I kind of wish the poster was in a fancier spot. Maybe we could do that. We can stick to the door being big, but we can just give ourselves like some more stuff. If I say bathroom, isn't there, or maybe I just look up sign. I think there should be a little sign that will be suitable for us. Yeah, it's like a toilet. We can put that there. Is there a shower sign? There's like a hand washing sign. Is it worth it for us to put 2 of them? I kind of wanna. And can I use this neon fitness sign size down in here? Because that could be kind of cool on the accent wall. We don't have that anywhere else yet. I might get myself another accent wall over this way. There's not gonna be any mirrors. I thought I was gonna have loads of them, but all of a sudden we were like filling in all these walls. There's no mirrors anywhere. I think this wall could have mirrors on it. Okay, I clipped them together on purpose, but I think it looks really good. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Oh, maybe the signs should be on this side of the door. And then I think it's Lovestruck that has the fancy one. Or maybe it is Businesses and Hobbies. I like this mirror because it has like some LED lights around it. So we could get that in pink. I don't like it. I've changed my mind. We'll have to figure out somewhere else to put it, but that's fine. It'll look nice. I think we need to have a column on the corner of that too. Okay, I guess we probably don't want to have any mirrors over here, do we? Do we want to have, well, maybe this whole wall should be mirror then. Oh yeah, okay, because then we can close this all off. I'm getting myself some more fancy bits. I think that looks pretty cool. Do I need any fancy bits upstairs? I'm gonna go with yes, probably. Like this cool vertical wall. I guess that could just go to like there. Oh, it could still be only 3 tiles wide probably, because then this thing will fit on it. Our little fitness sign. And then I want to get mirrors probably in the corner. That can just be, or well, wait a minute. Maybe the mirrors should be in the front of the classroom. I can make it look like one big mirror. I think I should put lockers up here. We don't really have any lockers anywhere. So now I'm kind of thinking like maybe we need to get, I don't like them though. I think the only lockers are going to be in the bathroom. And that's fine. We don't need to have lockers everywhere. Like lockers being inside of the bathroom is plenty of lockers. They'll be able to use that just fine. Okay, let's think about more decorative lights that we might want to put around. Whoa, what about if we had them along, well, actually, I don't know. What if I had them along this part? Like just at the base of the stairs? Can you see that from down here? So I guess I don't want that one. Well, no, I don't like that either. I do think I want to try and find somewhere I can put these upstairs, but I guess it doesn't need to have them. You don't have to have everything everywhere just because you have it. You know what I mean? We don't have to do everything all the time. It's fine. I'm gonna get some of this trim. We can't really do it there because it's gonna mess with the stairs, but that's okay. Maybe there could be one column there for the stairs. Just like a little bit of extra support on that one side. Oh, but this doesn't work. Never mind. I don't really mind the columns though, if we wanted to have them. Or at least the one right there in that corner. Or maybe it doesn't need it. I don't know. Sorry about my indecision. I'm being really annoying. I think that we should have, maybe we don't need to have the front desk because front desks are not actually functional in this game. Maybe if we did that, I could have the punching bag because I would really actually like to have a couple of these. I think that would be nice. And then they fit back there. Okay, no desk, but then we have pretty lights, so it doesn't even matter. So let's make this light the pretty crimson color. This light crimson. Okay, I'm gonna start doing the wallpaper now. We'll definitely have to get some fancy like additional lights and stuff, but I'm thinking I kind of just want to have a white wood. Oh, should I do more? We didn't do the additional bits outside, but maybe the inside needs them. It's clipping so annoyingly. Is that too much? It looks really fine how it is out there. I guess I just need to find a nice white wallpaper. It needs to be actually white though. Oh, you know what we need is spa day. Spa day will work for this. I feel like you can't even tell what I'm looking at. It didn't actually make a difference. I thought it would, but it didn't. Okay, I think I have determined that I wish to put more of the panels in. The lighting's a little bit off. I can try and add more to fix it, but I think it demands the visual interest of the extra lines. Like, that looks better. It also isn't that hard for me to put them. I think I'm just gonna stick to it being less outside though. Okay, so we'll do that. I wanted to get a light pink color to put behind some of the pink walls. That's not really what I wanted. This is kind of a bubblegum pink. It's not really right either, but it does look good specifically, I think, with the lights. So maybe that's fine. Oh my God. I wanted to use this from Desert Luxe over here because I wanted to have like something white on the wall, but that looks bad. I wanted to like put something on top, you know? This is a Lovestruck beam. It does come in like a white wood. Might be kind of a random choice, but maybe it's interesting. Actually, well, you know what? I kind of like it. I think it's kind of cool. Should I drag this out? I think maybe for our own sanity, yes. I might try and get 2 posters because I really liked this one, I think. And we can scoot the doors over. I think that's good. I think. Ugh. The second guessing, it's horrible. Oh, maybe we could get like a bench seat underneath this. I think there are bench seats. This one comes in a pink. It's probably not the exact right shade of pink though. No, of course it isn't. But can we just like accept that? It's like, it's really tight on this side, which isn't what I want. Maybe it would be better if we had it over here. Well, you know what? I wanted to have these be central anyway, so how can I make my poster beautiful? I don't know. I feel like it doesn't look beautiful right now. Maybe it's just that it's too big. We could do like a little version of it right there. You don't have to have posters everywhere. I like how there's seating over there. I think that's what it needs. I like the seating under the windows as a concept. I probably don't need more seating than that either. We're gonna need to have some plants. Obviously, we need to figure out the rest of the wallpaper. I'm just gonna try and get some more lighting and have it be hopefully a little bit more even. Those are too visible from the roof. We don't want that. These ones will work like that. Yeah, it just needs to have a lot of lights. I feel like that's kind of like our main problem right now. So a couple more over there. And then we have this one here and maybe this one here. They're in some kind of order, which is good. I want to get, maybe we could put these in all 4 corners of the top floor and one right in the middle. And then maybe this part could have like a cool hanging light. This one is not only pink. It has some blue, but it's really pretty. So I think we should use it. Should I put that like above the divider too? That might be kind of an interesting thing to have in the divide. Here's our little plant, trying to not let it clip too much. It could have like a random little bit of blue, I suppose. I'm kind of wanting a slightly more modern, simple rug. I think it could even just be in white, but I kind of want to have a doormat, I think. Maybe we should get some brick. I'm sort of feeling like a light gray brick would be good. I don't think I mean a gray painted brick, but I guess there is a lot of gray. Oh, no, I don't like that one. I think I want to have more texture. Maybe that's too much texture. Uh-oh. What about something like this? This one is from, that's actually Get Famous, which we haven't really used a ton, but I do kind of like it. Or maybe it could be a tile instead, because I do think that tile is kind of an interesting wall covering texture. Oh, you know what? That's a little bit more subtle, which might be nice for some of the walls that are next to lots of fancy things, because there's a lot going on in this corner especially, so we don't want to have like back-to-back chaos everywhere we look. We can have a plant though. It actually comes in pink. That's nice. What should we do on this wall? I kind of want to have I actually do kind of want to have a brick. Let me make sure I have this in all the correct places. I do. Well, maybe we should have it be pink actually. Hold on, pink. We want it to be paint because I don't want it to have a trim. Okay, that's all pink. I guess this part could be pink. I don't think I like the tile. I'm kind of second guessing myself with that one. Maybe it's as simple as like this wallpaper, because that one's just white squares. Maybe that's better for this purpose. Can I put that behind this wall? I almost think that this kind of needs to be like a gray, which I hate to admit because I don't really want it to be gray, but I think it's kind of begging for something darker right there. So we do that up here too, I guess. I don't know. Ooh. I do kind of like that. And then what, this wall could be a light pink? Okay, we can get some posters on this part, which might look good. Oh, I wonder if I could have like a white, like some kind of vertical siding, paneling, something. That's just like a white piece of wood. What if there was wood? Oh, what if we put that behind these? I mean, even if we don't do that, I do kind of like having just the one white wood piece. And that kind of maybe gives us some direction for these too, unless that's too simple. Oh, yeah, I think I want to have more texture on that. We are going to, at some point, need to start thinking about these. Maybe they end up being tile. Like maybe these could be the tile that we didn't use. Like this kind of larger format tile. I think that's pretty interesting. I like how it has a bit of a, I don't know, texture to it. What if they were green? Because that kind of matches, well, you know what? Let's think about the outside after we finish the inside. Let's do this one at a time. If we wanted to, we could have another vending machine, which might be kind of fun for us. This one's the Snack Attack. Ooh. Okay, it is from another pack. That one's from high school years, but I don't even mind having 3 vending machines. Like that looks so good to me. I like how they have some more color. I'm gonna use this businesses and hobbies hanging plant right here. I think I might put, well, maybe not there. I know I'm gonna want to get a few more plants. I just don't really know where they should go. Hanging plant upstairs in this little side. It doesn't look good either. Maybe no more hanging plants. Maybe we just leave it. We do probably want a trash can. I might get just like a plain small one right there. Well, no. I changed my mind. I want to use a fancy plant. We do also need to get some wall speakers. I'm kind of surprised that that's not one of the lot requirements. You technically don't even need to have music anywhere inside of this build. Of course, we want to have music inside of the build, but I think I'll have some right there. Maybe I could hang, how many speakers do you think you need in one space? Put it up in that corner too. I think because technically it's all one room, I think that it should be fine. Like I think the whole room should be taken care of. What do you think about putting these really small TVs? We could have like some little mini TVs directly above the treadmills so you could stand there and watch. I kind of like them. I think those are weird in a way that is really fun. Okay, I put a plant there. I think I want to look through some more of the things that are from Spa Day because I feel like maybe some of the Spa Day decorations could be nice for us to have. Maybe like even just some of the towels, you know, towels in the corner. These are like some little products. Why not use them? I want this to be mostly open. Like I kind of don't want to put a ton of clutter there. Let me start thinking about the bathroom quickly. I definitely want to switch these out to nicer toilet stalls. That's step 1. These are the ones from businesses and hobbies. So I think that maybe having these nice wooden ones could be a lovely touch. Oh, we could even do them in a light wood color. Should I connect all these sinks up? Maybe. I don't like how the counters look so different. Let's just use 4 of them. I think if we have some nice, really decorative, unique mirrors above them, it'll help. Oh, these are cool Adventure Awaits mirrors. Okay, we want to have like one more. I mean, it would be kind of nice to have another window, wouldn't it? No, forget it. Let's not use it. I don't want to anymore. Okay, this part, this is gonna be like the sunken shower bit. So we're gonna wanna get some kind of nice tile. I like this a lot, but I kind of want it to be more modern. This is the wrong shade of pink, which I'm finding very difficult to reconcile. Oh no, what if I did something like this? That is horrible. That might just be like a little bit too modern, to be honest. Let me think, hold on. See, and like this is the wrong color tile, but I would love to have that on the wall. It just doesn't match. Oh, wait a minute. That one kind of works. It's actually not that bad. Wait, should I raise this up instead of making it sunken? No, it needs to be sunken. Sorry. We have drains. We have showers. I mean, there could maybe be a window in the showers. That's like everybody's worst nightmare, but maybe it looks nice. I want like a little white, these blind. Well, I guess we could use the entire set of crinkle cut blinds, and that wouldn't be too bad. Admittedly, I do kind of love this. It's really cool. And then we could do the other pink tile everywhere else, like a more solid one, because that's not too busy. But we could do mostly white wallpaper. Oh, I could even have like my little lines. I actually think that kind of helps. I'm kind of considering using the square white tile because it's a little bit on the simpler side, which I thought might help with this wall. But I guess we could also maybe try and get a light blue. That is kind of the right color. We could just do that on that wall. Okay. I mean, I think that's really nice. I'll stick to the lockers being like that. I think we could probably have on this wall some kind of nice poster or something. Even the base game has some gym posters. How does that size up? Oh, it's pretty big. Kind of takes away from the delicate cute nature of my room. How about we just get some leaves? You can't go wrong with plants, can you? Okay, let me make sure I have a couple of extra lights too, because it's kind of dark in here. And then that can be the bathroom complete. I was thinking that I might want to put a rug. I don't really know what kind of rug, because like this with the gray, I might think is horrible. I don't know. But maybe that could be a nice way to designate the space. What would happen if we had this cool floor? I don't use it. I don't need to use it. It's okay. I feel really good about the inside of this place. Like, I think this is exactly what I wanted out of it. We maybe need to get a little bit more decor upstairs in this area. I wonder if like a cool wall shelf or something could be an interesting display. Like one of the ones that has a bit of a funky shape. That one is cool, but it's like not really big enough. Maybe we look at more of the eco lifestyle stuff. I guess this is kind of the one that I was thinking of, but I don't really like that. Is there just wall decor that we might want to use? Probably not those. We can look through everything in this section and see if we feel differently. There's also nicer lockers. If we wanted to put, instead of the ones that we use downstairs, I can also swap those out. But like there's potential to use something like this as the locker instead. How far into the wall can, oh, that's way too far. Okay. But we could put like maybe 2 of these right here. So you can still have some lockers, but they're not so much in the way. I might scoot these back a little bit further. Okay, I put a plant. I really liked that hanging mirror. That was kind of cool. So I might put that upstairs. Oh, it's too big. Or not really too big, it's just too high up. Could there be like corkboard or something? Like one of these things, I always like to pretend that these have information about upcoming events. Maybe they post like all the classes on the board so that you could see it and know when they've got stuff going on. I think the inside could be ready now. Oh, actually, one more thing. I think I want to put one more of these little hanging plants right here. Okay, upstairs I feel good about it. Downstairs I feel good. Let's figure out the whole exterior now, because we haven't actually started that yet. So this is gonna be our next order of business. Oh, did I put music upstairs? Yes, okay. Sorry, just had to make sure. So we want this wall to be white so it blends in. I think I'm gonna wanna actually get some more slightly bluer things in here. I'm just gonna have to figure it out. I know I wanna have a half wall around the outside of at least this part, but I might do regular platform trims on the other parts. So I kind of prefer how that has a little bit more of a texture to it. It like sticks out. Like that's my favorite way of doing this kind of thing. But then this part we want it to look like it's a tall wall. So we would then probably want to get, I think the thicker part should go inside of that too, right? Unless we wanted to do something skinny. Oh, that looks better. Okay. Let me make sure I paint those glass walls as well, so they don't have weird clipping. So color scheme wise, I think we need to have some pink. I think I want the majority of the building to be pink. And I like this light pink that we used inside. I'm kind of imagining it being on this part. So not where the paneling is, but everywhere else it would have the really nice pink color. And unfortunately, I think I might want to get more of these again. I know I just got done being like, I'm not going to use all of them outside. I don't want to stack it up so much, but it turns out I do want to stack it up so much. I just think it looks cooler. I also think that maybe this is not right. Well, maybe I can make it work without it. This isn't working though. We can get a column on the edge, which always helps. That solves like an age-old problem, just having a column. It's really as simple as that. And we can get columns on these corners too. Actually, do we want it? I don't think I want it on the corner of the pink though. So it wouldn't be right there. Pink is on its own. Maybe this is where I could use that brick that I wanted and didn't stick to. That's too much. It's way too much. Don't do that. I would actually say that that looks a lot better than I thought it would, to be honest. I'm like pleasantly surprised by that, I think. I might not use this in the corner either. Is there like a... Maybe it needs to be wood? Well, you don't want to like mix and match the horizontal, do you? Honestly, I kind of want something like this, but I don't want it to be wood. Is there a base game version of that? Is it under masonry? Is it like tile technically? Oh, I have this vision in my head of what I'm thinking of. Oh, it's this. Oh, that would work. I think that's kind of what I wanted this whole time. Is something that's like lightly textured, but looks like a cool architectural detail of supports, you know? Yeah, that's way better. Okay, and then we'll just want to get another one of these columns right here. So should this part be pink again? Does it need the pink in the corners? Or the column in the corner, I mean? I think it kind of does. I actually think that is a good finishing touch, is to have the corner columns. We can do one more of them like right here too. I am kind of feeling like this looks a little bit small or like maybe kind of silly. I think we need to have some pretty big outdoor lights those. We'll add those in out here. I kind of need to have like something above the window. I feel like I just don't really know what that is. If I were to use this thing, that's pretty bad, right? Yeah, no. If it had like, maybe if it was just a flat overhang, like if it just came out a tiny bit, I do actually kind of like how that one looks. I wish that was a solid white color. Oh, we could probably even just do it with a shelf though. The kind of thing that I'm talking about. Like that's kind of what I want out of this. It's like some sort of decorative thing. You know? I want it to look like detail work. That's cool. Do I need those on the side of the house? Side of the building? I don't know. Cut to them, all your Sims putting their dirty plates on these, and then you can't reach them to fix it. Hope you're excited. Okay, I think I am gonna put maybe another little, oh no, I just want you on this wall. I was gonna try and get another one of these. That's gonna be too big though, isn't it? Yeah. We can do the, what is it called? Crystal clear? These are the ones from, these are the little tile pieces from Island Living. I'm okay with doing those up there and having these be more open. I think that's kind of interesting. Okay, we just gotta figure out the roof now. And then, you know, everything else outside, all the landscaping and stuff. I think I'm gonna have this part be completely white. And then I'll do the gravel on the other pieces. What is completely white though? Is this one white? I want it more like that. Little bit simpler. Okay, and then we should probably get some kind of decorative stuff on top. I always like putting this kind of thing because I feel like it makes it look like it's a real building. We could just get like those two and not put too much else on there. We could have like one big and one small there. This one could definitely be made smaller. Nah, they can't have two of those. Just the one. All right, let's figure out the landscaping now and all the other stuff that we want to get. I kind of want to try and copy these. These are from Debug, but we can maybe put some of those around so it looks like it matches the rest of the environment. I think we can just use this simple one. Doesn't need to be anything too fancy out here. I think I will put a tiny half wall because I want to put some of the landscaping in that, like around it. And I might put another one or two even in the back too, because they could probably have like a little bit of a grass. Oh, you know what might be kind of fun for us to do? I wonder if we could put like a half wall like this. And then we do a hedge in there. But that's kind of interesting because it like tucks away part of the area. Can I make that have grass too? Oh, I never even fixed the wallpaper in the front. Oh my gosh, I never even fixed this wallpaper either. So we'll do that too. I mean, you don't really need to have grass is the thing. I'm just kind of curious to see if there's ways that we could fit in some nice additional outdoorsy things. But it would be mostly just like seating. Oh, you know what else I like to do is put a different texture underneath the basketball court. Like one solid texture. Yeah, I can't really get the kind of fence that I would want to have. We could maybe do a debug one. I guess we're gonna go into debug anyway now, so we might as well look. I'm thinking about, it's like the cinder block looking base game debug fence. This one. Oh, you know what? Putting that right behind the basketball court, that might not be too bad. I might get some extra fence posts in there so it looks like it blends in a bit nicer. Okay, you know what? That's not too bad. I like how that kind of closes it in on at least one side because I don't really want the basketball stuff to like fly away. Okay, we're looking now for that little planter box, the one that will match the environment. It almost looks a little bit pink if you choose to believe it in your heart. I guess I don't have to use that one. It would be nice if we could try and make it blend into the surroundings a little bit. I always try to have them match, but I'm not even in debug stuff anymore. Where did you go? What is that? Oh, it must be like the bridge or something. Oh my, okay. I always have a hard time finding this item. There are other ones, like there's like this kind of thing, but I don't really want to use that. Are these the debug palm? No, that's even bigger. We got debug mailbox. I might use that somewhere on the side. See, this stuff's like all Willow Creek. So is the Oasis Spring stuff at the bottom? Some of these things are Oasis Springs. There's cars. Oh, I probably scrolled past it more than one. Oh, it's right there. Never mind. Sorry, I doubted myself. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna want to put in the front because I'm scared of them breaking how the building looks and like making it look weird. Well, maybe I don't even like these at all. Let me just put a few of them in the back so I can come back to them. Now that I'm looking at them, I like don't really want to put them anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna use the regular palm trees and size them down so they're Oh, that's actually the same size. I wasn't sure if they were gonna be shorter or not, the other ones. I like how it looks. I don't like those things, is what I'm realizing now. So I kind of want to go look at the For Rent debug, because For Rent has some potters and things of that nature. If we wanted to try those, I don't really like the scale of that one. And the colors of these are kind of off. I love like the look of this thing too, but it just doesn't match. I wish I had like a solid gray one. I also like these because I can put them a little bit off the lot because they're debug and it would still work. I wonder if City Living has any. Oh, this. Oh, I kind of forgot about that one. Oh, I feel like that could actually really work. And maybe I could just get another one of them like down here close to the end. Or we could even have maybe like, what if there were like 2 of them? No, that's weird. I'm okay with there being one just like right there though. Maybe that's enough. 1 palm tree in the back. Okay. We got a public mailbox so you can mail things. I don't think I'll use the fire hydrant anymore. I got some hedges around this part. I think I want to get a couple tables outside. Do I dare use these giant backyard stuff ones? The umbrellas on these are huge, but I kind of love them. Okay, those will work over there. Should there be like lounge chairs or... I don't really know what to put in this area. What other kinds of outdoor activities are there? We just randomly have archery? You could. We could do that if we wanted to. A swing set? No. I don't really care to put, I feel like we don't really need kids stuff, right? Like this is mostly a gym for adults, but I mean, maybe what it needs honestly is just another table or 2. I'm only putting 4 chairs around each table. So this one's actually only 3. I'm gonna shove that in the corner. That's all right. I think we want to get maybe some more outdoor lighting too. I was kind of thinking about like some of these. So we could put that in the corner of it. I also want to get a little bit more landscaping in the front, like some kind of greenery to fill in this space. I bet we could have a bench. I might put that, honestly, it's kind of random, but I might just put it in this little corner over here. And maybe like 1 more of them right here. Well, let's just leave the 1 actually. They can stargaze over there if they so desire. Okay, this is actually businesses and hobbies debug. It's just like plants, but I think maybe that would be good because that's kind of what I think that's kind of what they're aiming to do over here at least. Oh, maybe I should have just left this whole thing to be grass then. I'm actually okay with it going over a little bit too, like with it kind of going off to the side like this. It's kind of random, but I kind of like that it is bigger. We really don't need more seating out here anyway. What we need is like some greenery that goes a long way. So, all right, well, I guess with that, that might be the rest of it done. I might put 1 more tree back here. Something that's a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, like that. So we can sort of scoot that over. Nice greenery. And you know what? This has been really fun. I'm really glad that I tried this today because I feel like we got to experiment with some stuff that we don't normally use. I don't normally build gyms. So even just doing that was kind of a fun new thing for us. And I think that I can really see myself bringing Sims here. So I feel pretty good about it. Let me put it on the gallery. I'm gonna call it the Oasis Sports Center. I know that might be like a little bit much, but it just like, it kind of has a ring to it. All right, I'm gonna put it up on the gallery now in case you would like to use it, and then we'll see our damage with the packs. It's 75,000. Not that the budget matters of community lots, but listen, it's not good pack-wise, but it could be worse. I've definitely done worse. Oh boy. Well, this is fun. Thanks again for sticking around and watching the whole video. I actually don't know when I'm posting this one. I'm kind of pre-recording a little bit right now because me and Dan are going to England to visit his family. So it's June 27th for me. Will I post it in July? Probably. I don't know. We'll see. If you've got any other random items that you think I should try and do a build inspired by, just to like give me an excuse to use them, please let me know in the comments because there's so many things from this game that like I've never even touched. Even like, what about the cannons? What if we tried to make a party center and use the party cannons? That's the funeral cannon. I'm thinking more confetti vibes, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Believe it or not, this is the first video that I have recorded since my cat passed away. I'm not posting this one first, but this was me trying to ease back into it. I haven't recorded anything in a whole week. Honestly, over a week since then. It's a little bit weird, this situation that I'm finding myself in, but I'm trying to get back to the swing of things.